I used a German Rolleiflex camera that was manufactured somewhere between 1938 and 1939, and I used it to create the cover photo for my buddy's album that's set to release in November. I wanted to do this because he recorded his entire album on tape. So I thought, why not create the album photo on film? This is a very fascinating camera as it was pre-World War II. You can tell that by the DRP carved into the front, which stands for Deutsches Reichspatent, German Reich patent. And DRGM on the face of it means Deutsches Reichs Gebrauchsmuster, basically a copyright for the name. In the post-World War II models, you would see a DBP. They switched from Reich to Bund, which is the German federal patent. These Rolleiflex cameras, they shoot with 120 film stock, and they create a 1x1 format. When you shoot with these, you pop open the top here. And this one's pretty old, it's starting to get a little stiff, but from the POV, it's a pretty neat process because the way you aim a modern camera versus this one is almost the opposite. Because modern cameras use mirror systems, so they kind of reflect it to where it becomes more intuitive versus these are just straight through. What's great about these is the top lens kind of gives you the preview, so you're able to frame up your shot, and then the bottom lens is what actually exposes the film. And on the back of this one, it has different suggestions for settings for like different environments. I can't read them because they're all in German, but I'm guessing Sports Zen is kind of a sports mode, and it shows you the aperture to shutter ratio and all those settings. With this camera, you only get 12 shots per film roll. And the cost of film versus development, you really learn how to pick and choose the shots that you want. Here, how you wind it is you have this little knob that you can roll, and then it locks into place, and then you actually roll it back, slide it back down, and then the shutter button right here, you kind of pick it up and aim it. I'm aiming right at you. And see, this shutter's stuck open. I got to get it cleaned up. Not bad for 100 years old. Hang on. Well, it's still stuck open, so that film stock's probably ruined. Now it feels like a lost friend. Just to show you, this is 3 shots cut together on a film strip. And to give you an idea of what 120 versus 35 mil, which is the most common that you see, looks like. This is a strip of 35 millimeter with 5 shots on it versus the 3, and you can tell by the width and the length that this negative is a lot larger. And the good thing about that is that you can scan it, get more resolution, and blow it up a lot bigger than you could with 35 millimeter. Now the only time that really matters is when you're blowing up to like poster size, things of that nature. But I do enjoy medium format photography. And if you enjoy this, I'll show you some of my large format photography stuff. That's when you get into some ridiculous film development and scale. And here is a to scale proof of the negatives. You can request to scan these in so you can get a look at them on the contact sheet to kind of get a preview before you purchase a full size like scan. You know, because sometimes you might get a sheet like this back and realize you hate every single photo in it, and at least you didn't waste your money buying full size photos that you're never going to use for anything. When they sent this in to get the album design, they added a red tint to the black and white, which goes well with the theme of the album. I'm very honored to have shot all the photos in this except for one. This one. I didn't go golfing with those guys. But all the studio album stuff I shot. In the future, I'll make a behind the scenes, because what I was doing is I've been following these guys since they started making this album and recording a documentary called Death of Analog, because this will be the last album that Downing Studios will record on analog, because analog tape has gotten so expensive to purchase, develop, and all that stuff. It's one of those legacies that have been killed off by digital. Hate to see it go, but I'm very proud to have been a part of it while it was here. If you enjoyed this video and any other photography video content, please like and subscribe.